Department, Government of Tamil Nadu.
மற்றும் பால்வள மேம்பாட்டுத்துறை அமைச்சர் திரு டி மனோ தங்கராஜ் அவர்களை எம் பல்கலைக்கழகம் சார்பாக வரவேற்கிறோம், அன்புடன் வரவேற்கிறோம்.
Members who have been with the institution over a period of time. Let me thank our Honorable Minister, the Government of Tamil Nadu, through Mano Thangaraj. Our Minister holds the portfolio of the Ministry of Milk and Dairy Development for our state. Under his leadership in the ministry, we have seen significant changes, and he has been a dynamic member of the Honorable Chief Minister's leadership. Sir, we thank you for making it possible to be with us on this wonderful day in spite of your busy schedule. We are deeply honored and also truly blessed to have with us the Right Reverend Dr. Gregorios Mar Stefanos, Bishop of the Marthoma Church, with us, who led us in the dedication ceremony early this morning. Your Grace, we express our sincere gratitude for your gracious presence and spiritual guidance. We also extend our heartfelt thanks to the accompanying clergy and urchins who have uplifted this gathering with their prayers and blessings. As we look upon this new building, let us be reminded that our founder, Dr. KCG Varghese, did not merely construct buildings, but he built dreams. He believed in the transformative power of education to shape not just minds but lives. His vision was simple yet profound, to make everyone a success and no one a failure, as you are all aware of our motto. The new Founder Chancellor block, many of you would have seen this in the morning as we were having the dedication, will serve as a hub of innovation, interdisciplinary learning, and student development. But beyond facilities and technology, it is the values we uphold: discipline, service, faith, and excellence that will define our future. And that is why we have named it the Dr. Elizabeth Varghese Center for Excellence and Empowerment. So, going forward, I'm going to just narrate a few of our achievements, just a few, but the impact, I'm sure, is going to be seen in the days to come. The Hindustan group of institutions and the Tamil Nadu government, under the TIDCO, have signed MOU where the Center for Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing will establish its center in the HITS campus to give training to students in the latest technology offered by Dassault Systems, which is a world leader in defense and aerospace production. The vision of this collaboration is to address the career skill gap among the student community and also to help them gain a head start in their career. We will celebrations. All the institutions under the Hindustan banner are shining beacons of our education excellence, and we have immense hope that our students will lead from the
Founder Chancellor of this esteemed institution, Dr. Elizabeth Varghese, Right Reverend Bishop of Malangara Diocese, Chennai, Dr. Gregorios Mar Stefanos, the Vice Chairman, the Chancellor of this esteemed organization, the Vice Chairman, Vice Chancellor of this esteemed organization, Director of KCG College of Engineering, Mr. Ninu Chandy, the Reverend who did the opening prayer, and my dear MLA Mr. Balaji, the dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, dear faculty members, students of this esteemed institution, and my dear friends. I am so happy to be here in this wonderful occasion of the 85th anniversary of the founder. And I think this is the second time I am coming to this institution. The first time when I came, I was the Minister for Information Technology. And when I entered into the campus, I saw somewhere the founder's vision. There was written in the wall, make every man a success and no man a failure. Really, I was so happy to note that. I was thinking, see, how much a courage a person needs to say this. To make everyone success is not an easy job. And talks about his positive attitude. And I was so surprised because by the time I became the Minister for Information Technology, I found there is lot of opportunities for our children. Previously, right from my school education, I was very actively involved in the student movement, and we used to say, and we used to talk about unemployment in the country. And we only know the unemployment problem that was existing. I never know the opportunities that was there in the industry. But when I became the minister, I found there is huge opportunity. One side of the coin, we are making hue and cry that we don't have a proper employment. On the other side of the coin, the industry is searching people with good skills. The problem is the skill gap. So by the time only I came to this college and I saw the visionary leaders' vision saying that make every man a success and no man a failure. How you are going to achieve this? Today, when I was traveling in the car, I was just reading the book written by him, his biography. By the time he has mentioned, he was the person, he was the behind bringing technical education into the private sector also. So how it has opened doors for our people to get skilled. And really, the minister of the state, by then, he has written a note stating that he is the person who is the root cause behind the government making a decision to give permission for the private enterprises to come for skilling our students. That's a great thing. And I found that it was during the time of MGR, he first got the permission to conduct a college. And it was such a great thing. Now we can see more than 1,400 colleges in Tamil Nadu, and we are proud wherever we go saying that we are one of the state who leads in higher education. And really Chennai is a hub where we can find lot of prideful institutions. And I can say that the Hindustan group of colleges stands in the front row, and really it's a proud thing. And really the vision of the chairman or vision of the founding father has been achieved. That is a great thing. And when I was going through the book, some bishop has written a foreword. He has rightly said, that is, some people are great by birth. Some people are made great by circumstances. And some people make themselves great by their vision, their actions, and their, what I say, their endeavor. So he belongs to the third. He was not made great by his birth, or he was not made great by the circumstances, but he made himself great by having a great vision, and he has gone through a lot of challenges to fulfill that vision. And because of his vision, now we have seen there are more than 11, I think, institutions founded by this group of educational institutions. So it's a great thing. And he has had a lot of challenges that he has come across in his life. And dear students, I'll tell you one thing, that for every student, you should have some person as your role model. And I can very well say, you all can have our founder as your role model. There is no need for going for any other person. Because from a very rural background, in a remote village in Kerala, he has come up his way and has made such great achievements in life. This is what everyone is supposed to do. You just imagine in a society like India. Now also it's very difficult to get a permission for a college. But by the time where there is no technical education run by private institutions, he has thought of this thing and he has knocked the door of all the leaders. And he has got permission to do this, and this has happened. When I was speaking to the founder chancellor, she was telling me he put lot of efforts in bringing the Air Asiatic, I think, and somehow because of something it didn't happen as he wished. But he replaced it by educating students on aerospace, and they run a very good institutions which bring lot of good pilots every year to the country. That's a great thing. So I'm really very happy about how a visionary's vision has been transformed into action, which has given life to thousands and thousands of people over here. When the bishop was talking, he was telling that more than 140,000 students have come out of this institution of completing their career in a very successful way. So this institution has a big history, and I'm really, really very happy to be part of this wonderful day to celebrate the 85th anniversary, birth anniversary of the founder. And above all these things, the one thing I have noted, everywhere he never failed to thank God. and our bishop is also talking about that. I read in some place that one day one of his friends has asked him, if somebody asks you to choose from two things, one is your wealth and one is your blessings, which one will you choose? And for a moment he was confused, and he has chosen the blessings. If I have the blessings of God, I can really regain whatever I lose. This is the word that was given by our founder. Now you see, we live in a world where hate dominates everything. We don't know why wars are happening. We don't know why terrorists are operating. We read in books, penny is mightier than the sword. We read in books that says words are powerful than bombs. But what's happening? Every day when we take the morning paper, we can see Israel bombing Iran, Iran bombing Israel, Ukraine bombing Russia, Russia bombing Ukraine, Pakistan bombing India, and India bombing Pakistan, and people innocent lives. You just imagine how many lives we are losing. In the last maybe 5 years, when we calculate, it will be more than 1 million. We don't understand why this is happening. And in our country also, we live in a very secular country. We have every freedom to have our life peacefully. The government has a responsibility to protect the citizens and make way for the people to have a harmonious life. The preamble of the Constitution says very clearly that our country is a socialist, secular democracy. But we can see the hate propaganda being made by political parties and organizations to bring divisions among the people. And we are seeing a lot of problems based on this hate propaganda. So dear students, you have to be aware of all these things. In our constitution, it talks about two things. One is the word secular. Now people are attempting to take that word back. But I tell you a very simple thing, why the word secular is there. According to the census that is being conducted by the 2011 Census of India, it states that we have more than 2,000 distinct religious communities living in the country. You just imagine, more than 2,000 distinct religious communities living in a country. So we need to have a government that does not belong to any of these faith, and it should be secular. Then it can accommodate all the faith equally. That's how we have the word secular in the constitution. We have the word socialist. Why? Because in this country we were divided into castes, and people believe in Varna, and Avarna is also there. So in this system we need to bring in equality. So we have to talk about socialist and equality, all those things. So these are words are very relevant when we take in the Indian context. So the younger generation should understand all these things. We must promote not hate but peace. But now because of the technology, anyone can spread anything. And now AI is ruling the social media thing. And anyone can manipulate anything which can harm any number of people or even communities or nations and anything. So with all these technological advancements, we have to be very careful also. The student community especially, you have to be very careful. We have two things in our hand. One is the opportunities we have because of the technology that is coming up. The other thing is the challenge we face. I tell you an example. You just imagine about the climate crisis that is going on. If the climate crisis is going to happen in this way, where we will be after a period of time. So this is a big challenge before us. So we all have to think on these lines. We have to bring peace. We have to at least make some efforts to bring down the climate crisis. And the fortunate thing is the technological advancements, that is, people can make their life easy using the technologies in the right way. So keeping all these things in mind, we all need to have to go forward, and I hope the administration of this esteemed institution follows the footprints of the vision of the founder leader. And I personally know every one of them, their commitments, their intellect and everything I know. And as they have good experience, I hope this organization will flourish like anything, and it will continue contributing to the nation. And I conclude with this. I appreciate my sincere greetings to all the teaching faculty, the students and everyone here. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Honorable Minister for Dairy Development, most respected my brother Mano Thangaraj, Madam Mrs. Verghese, and respected Chairman of Hindustan Group of Institutions, Dr. Anand Jacob Verghese, respected Ashok Verghese sir, respected Deputy Director Enid Verghese Jacob, the advisor of Hindustan Group of Institutions, Dr. M. Rajaram, and the Vice Chancellor of HITS, Dr. N. Sridhara, and the friends who have gathered over here, the press and other dignitaries on the dais. It's really a privilege to attend this function, and particularly when I come to this campus, I don't come inside the campus as a public representative. In fact, I have the mood of entering an institution where I have studied. Because this is one of the institutions which was in my mind when I had completed my school final and looking for the colleges. And as many of them over here had mentioned, particularly the Honorable Minister, this institution has been the pioneer institution among the private institutions, private engineering institutions. That way, when I didn't have the opportunity to get into this particular college, now as a public representative, I have been visiting this campus often, and this gives me a very warm feeling of getting into my institution. And coming to the Founders Day function and the inauguration of the new block which has been constructed, one thing which is really appreciable is that each and every institution try to develop their infrastructure. But the development of the infrastructure may be in lines with the mandations that has been brought into by the government or any agency which is controlling the education industry. But as far as Hindustan Group of Institutions are concerned, they do it in a visionary manner. Even when we were told about the new building which is being constructed, which is to be a 6-storied building, and now they have completed 2 stories. One thing which was really impressive was that generally when colleges or institutions or any organization for that matter, they go into for some construction or something, they look into a larger space or they try to construct things which are on a larger scale. Say for example, this auditorium is supposed to be an auditorium which could accommodate nearly about 600 to 700 people. When you need a smaller auditorium or smaller place, wherein only 100 people have to assemble, the same 100 people brought into this auditorium, it would not give the function mood, or it would not create the environment which is needed for that particular occasion. Likewise, when you have classrooms which are larger, and sometimes you need to address a few people, say 20 or 30, when you put them in a classroom, bigger classroom where 100 or 120 or 60 or 70 people are accommodated, they don't get the mood of studying or mood of the thing which is being, event which is being conducted. So that way these classrooms, they have earmarked and they have constructed classrooms that would accommodate 20 people, that would accommodate 60 people, that would accommodate more than 60 people, and likewise. Even the auditorium, though they have 3 or 4 auditoriums currently, I am not very sure. They have brought in an auditorium in the new block. The purpose of that particular auditorium is to have smaller level of conferences or seminar. These are the things which is really appreciable, and I think the think tank of the university group of management has done a very credible job. And overall, this particular institution, I am really thankful that they have been helping me in serving the people, and whenever I have approached them for the cause of the poor or the cause of the needy, they readily accept that, and they have been willingly accommodated people from my constituency, particularly in and around this particular institution. I am really thankful for them, and I would extend my cooperation in all levels. And the chief guest of this particular function, our Honorable Minister, it is not that always you have the right people at the right place or the right event. He is really a well-learned person, which you would have ensured that when he was delivering his address. Not just he is a minister, I don't think the position which has really he is in has made the management think that he should attend this function. He is a crusader by birth, and he has been fighting for the cause of the downtrodden, and he has in his lifetime fought for the right cause at many instances. And even now, today, though he is a minister, he doesn't hesitate or he doesn't stop. He airs his views very freely, particularly when it comes to the safeguarding the interest of the Constitution of India. He is very free to air his opinion, and people who have the opportunity to see him on Twitter would realize that how strongly he supports the cause of the nation and the Constitution. That way he is the right person over here. He is a good educationalist. He has been serving the government of Tamil Nadu at various levels, being the information and technology minister and now being the dairy minister. He has been very instrumental in bringing about many changes in the department, which we are able to see, and the result is seen in the public. And that way, I also thank the management for inviting our Honorable Dairy Minister for this function. Thank you all. Thank you.